Hello everyone, and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. In the last session, we had our final days on the island, and they had a little festival which we participated in, and that was really lovely. And there was also a very exciting scene near the end with Del and Bass, Del confronting Juna about whether or not we are planning to kill Luis. He's got full sus on us, but at the same time, Bass is like thinking that Luis is no longer someone he wants to associate with, pretty much. He's like, he's coming around to our way of thinking, so there's definitely going to be conflict in the future. But for now, we are heading to bed, and tomorrow we set off for Altabury.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We are 1 week away, less than a week now, actually, because time has just marched on. Less than a week away from the day of the assassination attempts, plural probably, Luis on Forden and us on Luis. I must say, I am sad to leave the island, if for no other reason than every meal here has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brialhaven and Martira. A new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you're really taking this hard. Well, when you said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet at the Gauntlet Runner.
Hold on.
Do I need to buy anything before heading out?
Okay then.
When you're ready, everyone will be waiting for you at the Gauntlet Runner.
Right, didn't it?
I don't believe I do need to buy anything. We bought a few bits on Idol's Day. And, yeah, I think we are good. So, let's go. It's a me, Will.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altabury region too.
Are the brothers
I'd say
here?
we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altabury, we give Luis the fake lance Nuris made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then,
Okay.
on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to
Oh, on the
end this.
eve, not on
Once
the
and
actual
for all.
day. Okay.
He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out. Oh, what do you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altabury, we'll pass off the fake to Luis.
Are you going to accidentally mix them up? If even she
Execute
can't
our
tell them
plan.
apart?
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. Think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Mr. Buckland was very specific.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back. With some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
This is Altabury Heights.
All right, that's a
We'll
shorter
make
journey than I
faster
thought.
Progress back on land.
That is a much shorter journey than I thought. Snow. Okay, snow is the weather type there. The capital of the Principality of Monterio, a religious city surrounded by mountains. Its central opera house hosts plays preaching sanctist morality. And down here? What's down here? Malva, a quaint colony on the outskirts of Altabury. The villagers live in homes carved out of the mountains, preferring lives of self-sufficiency, notable primarily for its dairy farming. Okay, so we've got one day over to here. We've got a picturesque stop there. One day over to here. Picturesque stop there. And day 3 over to here. Nice. More pictures up here. Yeah, cool. There's also this space above, which we haven't fully used yet. Like, there's a couple of things up here, but we haven't made tons of use of this whole section of the map. Or all of this on the left. I wonder if there's going to be stuff everywhere in the end, or if we are going to be leaving some of it blank. But like we did end up coming all the way down here, tons of stuff in this corner and all through here and everything. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. But we will almost certainly have the usual stuff going on here. We'll get a deadline, and then we'll get a bunch of dungeons that are around here, and we will have to go through those and do all the quests around there. I'm sure the usual formula will continue. Here's Altabury Heights. It's quite a ways. Think we'll make it in time? Without a problem. This fine wind will have us making landfall by the morrow, and so the whole trip should be 2 nights with 3 days of travel. So I'll only have to endure 1 day of being rocked sick. There. Now there's a grim face if ever I saw one. Captain, for stroll's sake, let us make haste. Full speed ahead to Altabury Heights, capital of Montario. Take care you don't tumble overboard now.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Bum 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 bum.
Indeed.
2 more days until we reach Altabury, I think. Well, at least on this journey, we don't have to worry about that sea monster anymore. True. What's up, Dal? No. Oh yeah, it is Dal.
Seriously.
You realize there was probably a way to get that lance that didn't involve saving that pagan girl, yeah? Oh, I suppose I can't complain, since you got the lance either way. Still, if you want Count Luis's favor, take my advice and stop playing the hero. Thank goodness we're finally bidding farewell to that sweltering heat. The island and its people were absolutely lovely though. How do the islanders deal with such heat? Though I suppose hair like mine only amplifies the problem. Indeed.
You?
Gotta hand it to you. Can't believe you actually got that relic off him. Couldn't afford to cock up a job from Lord Luis though, could you? Otherwise you'd just be dead weight. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Yoink. Bom 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 bom. Right, what are we doing today? Do. Okay, we can't do this. We need the wheat flour for that. So, sweeter than poison. We can make one of those. That's fine. And we have enough gauntlet shrooms to make this one as well, don't we? Holistic whitefish platter. Yes. Cool.
Let's check.
That's the dish Stroll wanted to make. Wait here. I'll go get him.
Hey.
Tell me, Will. Do you like fish dishes? Some people are repulsed by the smell of fish, but I say if you cook it well, that shouldn't be an issue.
Well...
Then again, you seem like the type who enjoys just about anything. I began preparing the food with straw.
Is this right?
You have to ensure the heat is distributed evenly to its center, but if you take too much time with it, one side will be burnt to a crisp. Nicely done. It's almost there. Just look at that sear. Really adds to the appeal.
Speaking of...
I picked up some herbs from the market the other day. We used to harvest them a lot back in my hometown because they smell great. Don't worry, I guarantee you'll like the taste. Amazing, we made a refreshing, mouth-watering dish. It's a holistic whitefish platter. Look how it glistens. Not half bad, I'd say. Shing. I love that fucking pose he strikes at the end. Oh, man. Wop 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 ba da bop ba da bop 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 bamboo ba da bit it right. Any of them available to do follower shit? No. So, are any of them on the deck, maybe? We got an imagination rank up. We should do that.
Let's head there right away.
Oh no, because it's less than... We should just read the book, right? Bum 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 bum. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to talk to her, but it's just a waste of time when you get more points from the book than you do actually speaking to her. Right.
Is that...
It does sound nice, but I gotta be smart and do the book. Do 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 do. There's Juno, there's Hulkenberg, there's Dell, there's Bass. Where is Stroll? Oh, Stroll was just chilling here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just read the book. Do 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 do. No, goddammit. Oh wait, no, yes. Imagination. That's what I want. Read the book. Bum 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 bum.
Now then.
That's level 4. We can do Heismay's rank up now. Nice.
Imagination.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Why, that's...
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. I love that rank 4 is revolutionary, because that sounds like something that should be a rank 5. What the fuck is rank 5?
Arrives at Cliffshade Camp just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a gauntlet runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Doopy doopy doo, doopy doopy doo. Cliffshade Camp.
Indeed.
We should reach the city the day after tomorrow. I can feel the temperature dropping since we made landfall. I bet it'll be pretty cold in Altabury. Oh, Neurus is available tonight. Yes, we were correct to leave him. We were correct to leave him till now. Very, very nice. Wait, she can do imagination instead of wisdom for once?
Well
what? Wow, I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Interesting. Usually she is wisdom only.
Be well.
But, no, it appears that Neurus is available.
All right.
Oh, happy day. In the engine room. Yes. Fuck yes.
Go.
Perfect. Oh, I'm so glad I left him. Just on the off chance.
Hello.
Why, what's that look on your face? Boredom? Got nothing to do? So, what's the matter, lad? Wait, have you come across another potential relic? Handed Neurus the jump. Egads, what's this?
Oh.
Oh?
Hey.
Why, hello there, my dear little guest. Such a pleasure to meet you. Is he baby talking the relics? They never cease to amaze me, no matter how much I study them. These relics use a power that interferes directly with the fundamental elements of matter.
Oh.
Ah, I see. So if we harness the colossal heat generated at that point...
My God, I've got it.
I hear it. By my sainted aunt, I hear it. The whispers of an ancient civilization. Their secrets murmured in hushed reverence. Thank you, Will. I wonder what this could be, because now we know the ancient civilization is us. So what is it that has been scattered around by us?
Thank you.
I found one of the relics. Lo and behold, Neurus has begun coaxing them and thanked me for inspiring him with an idea for new invention. Well, strike me down. There really are all kinds of relics out there. Enough to give me a thunderclap of inspiration even when I'm at a low point. You're feeling low?
Huh?
Well...
When I'm deep in my research, sometimes this anxiety just overcomes me is all. I start wondering if these happy days of mine might suddenly disappear. You remember I told you about my failed flight test back in my more respectable days? Back when I was still just a young man. I set out to prove my own flight theory and botched it. Spectacularly. Once I'd healed from the ensuing crash, I was demoted. They chose to adopt another flight plan. And worst of all, the people I'd thought friends and supporters quietly took their leave of me, one by one. Seeing my colleagues change their tune as easily as a coin flips made me realize just how frightening people are. What I fear most, though, is the coward I'd become.
You're right.
After you've been burned, instead of choosing the path of exhilaration and the unknown, you tend to favor the path that's safe, secure, and least risky. That's just growth.
It'll be fine.
Yes!
Exactly. I'd say staying safe should still be a priority. But don't worry, we've come forward so far together, we won't abandon you for taking a few steps back.
Bah, I've grown too timid. Goes to show, can't let old age sour your outlook, eh? Thank you both. I do love you.
Oh, come on.
Well, glad to hear you're feeling better. Right, Will?
Bless her.
Thanks.
I'm grateful for the encouragement. I feel like I know what it really means to be strong when I'm with you lot. Wish I could have met you lot sooner. Maybe my life would have been more...
I'll do it.
No, perhaps it's better to think of this time gallivanting around with you as my second lease on life. I'll make up for all that wasted youth in no time flat. I can feel Neurus's burning feelings of camaraderie and trust in me. Shing!
For the blessings of youth.
Nice. Bombastic Bombardier. At the start of battle on the Gauntlet Runner deck, enemies take even more damage. And mag cost down. Nice.
The truth is...
Truth be told, the relics are really starting to come together thanks to you. I get the strangest sense that this gadgetry could generate untold levels of power. Something the size of my palm, enough to power 1,000 Gauntlet Runner engines. Even more, I dare say. Once this is complete, not even the stars will feel like such a faraway dream, though that hinges on you all finding those relics. Well, with that settled, I'm counting on you to bring a new relic for a new flash of inspiration.
This one's important.
Okie dokie. The next one is a 6.5 star.
Now then.
All right. Now that I'm fighting fit again, it's time for some maintenance. Yes, maintenance. You'll be lending me a hand, of course. Yeah, of course. I helped Neurons with maintenance for a while and then left the engine room. And time marched on.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
The 8th.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Monterio from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. Altabury remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of the piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom, as well. I suppose that'll be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high.
I feel like we really shouldn't be risking saying shit like that when both the brothers are on board. There are some tall mountains on the horizon.
So?
Let's make sure all our preparations are complete by tomorrow night.
Indeed.
About time we made it to the mountains. Never much minded sea travel myself. Basilio, though, he turns green at the thought.
We're returning to land earlier than I expected. Shame about leaving behind the fishing. If we had the luxury of time on our journey, I wonder what bounties of the mountain and woodlands I might have found as well.
Bum 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 bum. Hey. Seems like Del's foot's all healed up now, thanks to Lady Rella. Now what's got you looking so pleased? Bah, can't make sense of all this. Dom 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 diddly yom. Dom dom diddly diddly doo. Yeah, no one available, sadly. Right, so reading time then. Tolerance today, because we did get imagination up. Tolerance was bygone days, was it? Yeah. Read the book. I like to read it, read it. We like to read it, read it.
Alright.
I like to read it. Wah, 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 wah. Next time we will get the level 4 upgrade. Ahoy! You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes. Picturesque time.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Colorodeo Cliff. Colorodeo.
Ooh. Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this.
Indeed. Falling off of that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine.
Why is there... This is the thing again. Makes me want to scream. I don't know why, but I suddenly want to scream out into this distance.
On guard!
Oh, I love Hulkenberg. Damned boar-faced sanctist scullions.
What?
Yeah. Oi, what's gone into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I am reminded of the time you were all yelling before me. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit. But if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn.
I feel you.
Yes.
How amusing. I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intended to do it, but the words just won't come out at all. And Aw, this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anybody else have something to yell about? I sense that gazing off the cliff's edge and being filled with an unexplainable urge to scream has somehow broadened my wisdom. We don't need wisdom! Give me tolerance! Give me eloquence!
Alright.
Our wisdom is also maxed. Almost, not also. Almost maxed. Our courage is 1 upgrade away from max, and our wisdom is 2 upgrades away from max.
As for me...
Oh, then I suppose it's old Neurus's turn. I've prepared a list of complaints that I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis, and...
Oh, it's rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions.
Bombs away!
But I must scream! As always, I've drawn this place. Here. Nice.
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
Stony Camp. Right, no follower tonight, I assume. We've only got a limited amount of time left to enjoy these quiet moments. Once we get to Altabury, well, you know what's going to happen. New memorandum, Coloradio Cliff. A section of coastal cliff between Virga Island and Monterio. Though the precipitous chalk bluffs are breathtaking in their own right, the great horizontal fissure within this cliff, as if ripped from the land itself, is said to stir onlookers' hearts to sense the presence of some existence or entity beyond all mortal knowledge. A nursery tale familiar to all the kingdom's subjects explains that the crack was caused by the immense outpouring of power when God bestowed magic upon the lowly beasts we now know as tribesfolk. Interesting. Heismay's here with an intelligence one as well.
Ah, it's you.
Interesting. Interesting. But again,
So.
you only get 3 points from speaking to them, right? At this pace, we'll reach Altabury sometime tomorrow. You got the lance in the end, so I'll not deny you've got the skills for this. But I'll still be watching you until it's in Count Luis's hands.
Hey.
The night chills are creeping in. Suppose that means we're closing in on Altabury. And once the lance is in Lord Luis's hands, I'll be out of your hair, eh? The days really flew by. They really did. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Yoink.
What's this?
Alrighty. We're just leaving this... Okay, fake Draconios, yeah. It's completely indistinguishable from the real one. Perhaps we should give Luis this one and use the real ones against him. Yeah, that's literally the plan. What do you mean, perhaps? That is literally the plan which we have discussed at length. What are you doing in here?
Well met.
I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling. I mean, I'm tempted. I want to see what they say, but like... Oh, I just realized I can do another cooking. Okay, so if we do the sweeter than poison, that only leaves this left to do, which we can do whenever we get to Altabury and find that shop, so that's good.
Okay, so...
I think that's the dish Juna recommends. Okay, let me go call her.
Got a second?
Got a second? Cooking is a treat for all 5 senses. Of course, you've got to make sure it tastes pleasing, but there's also the texture and smell, and naturally it also must look great. That's why we should use colourful ingredients in our cooking. I picked out ingredients with Juna. Oh, that red one is so cute. I don't know what it tastes like, but why not? Let's just throw it in. This spiky one here is just calling my name. It's got a mysterious sort of smell, but let's add it in too. Now that we've done the hard part, it comes down to how these fine ingredients are prepared. I'll be rooting for you, so good luck with it. Cooking is an expression of love, after all. I'll plate it up at the end with all my heart. It'll be a work of art, so you'll want to see it. This dish is a treat for the eyes. I call it sweeter than poison. Fine art you can eat. It belongs in a museum if I do say so myself. The jump continues to be the cutest thing. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing?
All right then.
Hulkenberg's there. Is that Stroll? No, that's Ufa. And definitely none of them are available. No.
All right then. Let's head there right away.
Who are we doing? Bum bum ba-dum. I don't know. I should just read the book, probably, because we need tolerance more than anything. But I do kind of want to spend time with Juna.
Oh, my.
Oh, if it isn't Will. I'm so bored, and I'm just not in the mood to sing. It sure would be nice to have someone to talk to. Let's do it. I can hardly believe that we got hold of the Divine Lance. I knew teaming up with you was the wise move. Your strengths and competencies were impeccable, naturally, but most of all I appreciate the rapport I've enjoyed with all of you. Seems you fit right in.
Got it.
Yes, I've always been adept at blending into my current milieu. Never heard of that word, what the fuck is that? But I'm actually not doing much of that with you all. I'm just being myself. For so many other people, I gave them what they desired. I performed I performed the role of sweet, virtuous Juna the songstress. But you don't treat me that way. I was a little miffed and even disappointed because of it, to be honest. But I'm sure you'll be a shining star one day. Actually, I'm absolutely positive about it. And this is coming from me, so you better believe in yourself. I felt my imagination increase as Juna and I speculated about our future together.
Right.
I mean, what? Wait, that wasn't just 3. Why did we get so much more than... Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just... Okay, is it just NPCs only give you 3, but your teammates give you, like, 6, was that? Huh. But didn't a teammate give us 3 before? I don't know. I'm getting confused now on what makes it more... Is it that time already? I do feel a mite drowsy, but we can talk just a bit more before we have a kip, can't we? Juna and I talked for a while. In bed. 200,000 mag.
On, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Metals Day.
Tis nearly time.
'Tis only a ways further until we reach Altabury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saints' Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later, we have to hand Dracodios over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it. Bum 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 bum. I will never get tired of these tunes. Do. Tonight we'll deliver the lance to Luis. Okay, we're doing it the same day we get there. This will be the last time we'll be able to relax for a while. Once we arrive, we'll be jumping right into it. Oh boy. I can't blame you for feeling nervous. After all, we know what's coming. We're jumping straight into it and have no free time for multiple days. Okay. Okay, some big shit is definitely about to go down.
It's coming up.
We're finally getting close to Altabury. Saints' Day Eve at the Opera House. There's never been a stage quite like this. Not for me, and especially not for you. It's going to be much colder in Altabury, you know. You're ready to layer up and keep warm, I hope? You furless tribes have to do what you can. Winter's never really phased us, you chief, I suppose. The Divine Lance. They can call it reclamation, but those sanctists are pillaging the pagans' treasures, plain and simple. Sanctism's got nothing for us. We got no faith in their god or their sanctors. That's why we stand with Count Luis. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. That was it, right? It is literally just Enchanted Pottage. Everything else has got a tick. Yep. Nice. Do. Okay, we don't need wisdom. We don't need imagination. We don't need courage. The 3 things that are available are the 3 things we don't fucking need. We need eloquence and tolerance.
Alright then.
Gosh diddly dang nabbit. Bomb, bomb, bomb. I don't know. Do we just do more imagination? We're going to max it out, and then it's going to feel like a waste when we get more of it, and it's already maxed. Inevitably.
Actually...
Well, would you join me in a bit of meditation? If I face myself through meditation and broaden my view of the world, my imagination may improve. Wait, did I go into the pantry already? I didn't.
What's this?
So does that mean I'm not going to be able to get a luck up tomorrow? If tomorrow's going to be shit going down on Saints Day? I'm probably not going to have a free moment to go and take a dump. A lucky dump, am I?
Actually...
Unfortunate.
I'm very happy.
Wonderful. Then let us sit before the altar and bid our spirits calm. I think I hear wolves howling in the distance, but there's no way they could be so near the gauntlet runner, could they? Clear away your thoughts, Will.
May I?
During meditation, you must do naught but feel yourself where you are, in this time and place, and accept it. No matter what you hear, just listen. Let things be as they are. Abandon yourself to the great flow of everything. I should try to do what Yufa is telling me. Let things be as they are, but how? Aroo!
All right.
Well...
Tell me, are you thinking of something, like, strange and primal right now? The aura around you tells me you are. I couldn't rid myself of all my idle thoughts. Damn it.
All right.
Doop.
Farewell.
It seems you've relaxed a little, so let's keep this up a bit longer, shall we? I continued to meditate with Yufa for a while. And then we've got another picturesque thing, don't we?
Neurus speaking.
Yeah. This is Neurus. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
Before Altabury's mountain, the Gauntlet Runner sets upon the murky graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Murky graveyard.
Just look at it.
Whoa, these bridges are huge. 'Tis an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect the flatlands and increase the amount of places in which people may live. Ah, that makes sense. But if these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated.
Hey.
Yes, it's all very fascinating. But if you looked at what's directly in front of you, those are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This was the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. War is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Indeed. I can't bear to think of something on this scale happening again. It brings me no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable to experience the cold reality of battle, beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magla that drifts about this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here. I feel as though my wisdom has deepened again after considering those who found their eternal rest here.
All right.
Hey.
Something wrong, Neurus. Your face has gone blue. There's a shadow behind you.
That.
Behind you, Neurus. I just saw...
Hey!
Ah! Do refrain from doing that again. Things of this manner are not my forte. Why, Neurus, I'm surprised you put any stock in scary stories. You're a more gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, too true. Before all else, I am a delicate flower.
Well then.
Well then, shall we make a quiet departure so as not to rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
I'm sorry to have made such a fuss. I would like to give those who died a proper send-off, and drew this with that in mind. There we go. I'll take this with me so that I don't forget the people whose lives came to an end here. And now, we arrive.
Altabury Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Euchronia. The mountain path leading to the city begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
Here we go.